Right, so after a quick summer break, we're back. And in this episode of the podcast, myself and Dean, well, we're gonna go shopping. Sorry for the White Chicks reference. Not at all. But yeah, so we're talking about how technology is shaping the future of shopping. Amazon Prime Day is on the horizon, where basically Amazon have a ridiculous sale, so it's as good a time as any to talk about it. The question is, has online killed the high street? Are self-service tills killing jobs? And what does the future hold with the likes of drone delivery and augmented reality becoming more of a reality? But before we go on to that, let's have a quick word from our sponsors. So video production has changed. Businesses now more than ever need video content to tell their story, but that comes at a price. So why not do it yourself? FilmSmart is a simple tool that allows you to create high quality video on your smartphone. It will give you the skills to use your phone to plan, film and edit video, giving you complete control over your own marketing. FilmSmart will even take you through a step-by-step training program, and once you're ready to rumble, you'll be able to create all of the content you need to help your business grow. So, in even better news, if you're listening to the podcast, you can get FilmSmart with 15% off. You just have to use the code FILMSTARTER on the site and off you go. They'll also be hosting a bunch of workshops in Dublin in the near future, so make sure you keep an eye on their page for all that good stuff. Alright, let's get into it. Right, Dean, we're back.
Johnny,
I'm just going to jump right into this. Online shopping, is it better than high street retail? Go.
I think, Johnny, anyway, how are you, first of all? Good to see you again after my holiday.
Oh, yeah, we're doing
that. I think this is definitely, there's definitely kind of a big gap in terms of like online shopping, what people think of it between like men and women. I think that women definitely would online shop more than men. Well, I don't know, that's just my opinion anyway, from like people I know and that like my friends and all that, like if we need something we'll generally just go into town and get it, whereas women they'll do it online. That might just be a stereotype, I'm not sure.
Definitely.
But, well, I don't know, it's not a bad thing, like we're still both shopping, it's just different like ways that we're shopping. But just from what I've seen, I think that if I myself had to get something, generally what I would do is I would probably go online and see what shops I can actually get it in the city. Okay. And if I can get it in the city,
I'm going to dig you out of your hole there. So is online shopping better than in shops, yes or no?
Okay, well I'll give an example, and an example literally today that's actually after really annoying me. I bought something on Monday online, first time in ages I've done it. Was supposed to get it delivered to work, but the way that our building is inside and worked is actually a shop, a cafe, and our office at the one address.
Ooh la la.
So I ordered it to the address. It was supposed to be there today. I checked online, it said order complete, and it hadn't been delivered. I went down to the cafe and it wasn't delivered there, and I also went down to the shop and it wasn't delivered there. So like I'm 25 quid out of pocket and I don't know where the fuck my package is. Now, if I just went into town and bought it, I would have had it 2 days ago and I would have my product.
Okay, I'll let you have that.
So a lot more can go wrong with online shopping than just going into a shop and buying it. It even makes things like returns easier. Like you've some online retailers such as Boohoo and Pretty Little Things. As far as I know, they don't.
Fuck ton of money.
What?
They make an absolute fuck ton of money.
But the reason they make like a fuck ton of money is because they don't have physical retail shops. So like when people are thinking, I want to buy clothes online, the first thing they think of is those ones. They don't think to go onto like River Island or something like that, and they don't have like to be closed at a certain time like that, you know. So when people are chilling out at home like at 10 o'clock at night and they want to go window shopping, they'll go onto these websites and they can buy stuff 24 hours a day, you know.
Like I'm going to go off the side of I think online is better. Like the reason why more companies are putting, a lot of money into their online presence and spending thousands in AdWords and just online advertising in general is, I think online has become the modern high street. It's the digital high street essentially, and it's the same reason that you kind of said about the convenience factor of you going into town. You work in town, which is fine. But for most people, the convenience of having your package delivered to your door, being able to shop while you're on the bog at 10 o'clock at night, you know. But the prices are generally better as well.
See, people say that, but if if you're willing to like go on to say like the German Amazon, you will find prices cheaper on that than you will on the UK one. But they're known for being cheaper.
Amazon,
but
in
a lot
general,
of
the
people
prices
don't know
are going to be better. Like, and especially when you have their sale like Prime Day in the next couple of weeks, or just starting literally June 15th, so a week away, where they're just going to be selling the balls off everything.
Yeah, but sure, I mean, like you say that Amazon is Prime Day and that's a great online thing that they have and all that, but sure, Black Friday's been around for years. I know it's only come into Ireland the past few years or so, but for like people
and
in
you have
America,
Cyber
like,
Monday.
you know, like Amazon Prime, like it's not exactly for people like us, it'll be great because we don't have that proper experience of the likes of Black Friday. So
but we also have Cyber Monday as well.
On is that the day after Black Friday?
Monday
or
after.
sorry, not the day after.
the Monday.
The Monday.
That would be Cyber Saturday, dude.
Yeah, so I mean, like this, like having like a day or like a week of like having like massive bargains. It's not like a new innovation that Amazon's come out with.
I like that you're on the other side on this, to be honest with you, because like, you do have the likes of Toymaster who've closed down. You have GameStop who are on their ass, and that is predominantly because of online and their, well, in Toymaster's case, like their unwillingness. Yeah. Or is it Toymaster, Toys R Us, or Toys R Us?
It might have been Toys R Us. I'm pretty sure they're both gone, to be honest. One of them
anyway, the point is
Christmas. They're opening a retail store during Christmas.
So it's probably, I think it's Toys R Us who went belly up. Either way, they went tits up because they just basically didn't move with the times. And
but you know what the problem?
And GameStop, because PlayStation and Xbox is predominantly downloadable content now, because you can get your game whenever you want.
But you know what the problem with Toys R Us is as well? They had an online website, okay, they did, but fair enough, whatever. The reason that they went tits up is because their main like consumer are children, and children aren't going online shopping, and parents aren't going to go to their kids and be like, look at these toys online, they want any. Like, parents want to like avoid buying their kids as much toys as possible. They only end up buying like toys during like birthdays, Christmases.
You're in an argumentative mood
or if they're in around town with their kids and they wander into a toy store and get something. But I think that's something that Toys R Us and the likes of toy shops have got against them, that normal shops like tech shops or clothes shops or whatever, like they don't have that.
So you're saying it's more kind of product dependent?
Yeah, I would say that. See, another thing as well about online shopping. My own missus is terrible for this as well. If I go into River Island in town and I pick up a pants, I'm useless for trying stuff on inside shops. I'm honestly too lazy. I'll look for something that I think that will fit me and I'll pick it up. If it doesn't fit me, I can bring it back into the shop. Returning shit online is a fucking pain. My girlfriend doesn't. She literally buys hundreds of euros of worth of stuff like during the year, and I'd say half of that goes unworn because it doesn't fit or it didn't look the way that it looked on the site, or the fabric was different or something like that.
But you can do returns.
But online, you can do returns, but some people don't do that, and that's what Boohoo and Pretty Little Things and other sites have going for them.
But what's happening there is on the tech side of things, there is stuff coming down the line that's going to completely change that game, and we'll get into that. This is why I like that you're on the other side to an extent, because you have retailers like Marks and Spencer's who are saying they've lost, who are obviously losing faith in their retail outlets, yet there's numbers saying that 2/3 of consumers are still buying less than 50% of their goods online. But that is still a good chunk of people who are doing a lot of shopping online. And it's only going to keep moving online as people, the fact now is you can get Tesco's to deliver your weekly shopping at home, and as that kind of stuff gets a bit more regular.
I wonder how many people actually use that service.
One of my housemates do.
I think my mother uses it once.
He's an extremely lazy dude and he doesn't drive. But then again, especially for,
I just don't think of it.
But like for older people and stuff, that's great because they don't have to die.
That's more or less their target, their kind of target consumer.
And lazy fuckers, or people who work a lot.
Yeah,
you can set your delivery time and go, I'll be home around 8.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, and like back to the whole online versus physical shopping.
You're also going to be the type of person that sells self-service tills kills jobs, right?
Oh no, honestly, I swear to God, like there's some stores in Ireland where I'm actually so grateful for those self-service tills.
Duns.
Some of the people that actually work behind the tills. I'm not going to name any particular companies.
Duns.
You might have had a poor experience with them, but I'm just going to say that there are some people working behind tills in Ireland, and I honestly wonder how the hell they manage to get a fucking job working with face-to-face customer service.
Yeah.
They are more concerned with getting the goss off of like the people around them that are working about the other people that work there, and then when they have the goss, they will serve the person. And there's a queue of fucking 5 people in front of me and 5 people behind me as well. No, don't like I do.
We all know the shop you're talking about. Like, they have a reputation for it.
In terms of the convenience of the self-service checkouts, like I'll use them 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
If there's nobody in the queue and there's someone at the till, I'll just go to the till because it's just right there. Yeah. Do you ever feel though?
However, having said that, I hate the fuckers who go up with a trolley. I'm like, no, you're a dick.
Oh no, I hate it.
So much. It's almost like a 10 items or less checkout. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. If you have a small basket of stuff, fine. If you go to the self-service with a trolley full of stuff, you're an ass.
But I feel like with the self-service checkouts, and I feel the same with ATMs as well, I feel like I'm the only person on this planet who is capable of actually using them efficiently and getting my shit paid for and leaving within a reasonable amount of time.
See, I'm the exact opposite.
I find there's some people there that would be getting like 3 or 4 items and they like scan them all and then they have to go through the wallet and it takes them 5 minutes to do it, and then they're putting in a ball of change. It literally takes them like 5 solid minutes to pay for their stuff, and I'm just there. Or else you're behind somebody and there's someone in the queue waiting to use one, and there's a spare one down at the end that's free, and you just want to like shake them and be like, will you use your eyes?
No, I'm
over there.
I'm not a fan of those ATMs where you put the card in, you put in your PIN code wrong and let you basically get the whole way through the transaction, and then it goes, yeah, that's the wrong PIN code. You're like, why the fuck did you let me carry on like this?
Yeah.
Because now the card's spitting out and we have to restart the process again, and I'm that guy.
Yeah.
So I'm the guy that you're behind in the ATM queue and going, oh, kill me now.
No, honestly, it grinds my gears, as Peter Griffin would say. Oh my God. Like, honestly, an ATM is so simple to use. Put in your PIN, withdrawal, €50, done. See you later. But I don't know what people will be doing, honestly.
Anyway, before we go on to like some of the cool shit that's happening going forward, have you seen any of the deals on on Prime Day?
No, I haven't really looked much. What's there?
So you have 20% off Amazon own brand. So things like the likes of your Echo Pluses.
20%.
20% off Amazon own brand, which is nice. So if you're in the market for like the likes of the Alexas or the Echoes, any of that kind of gear, great.
Yeah,
they
they work well in Ireland as well. Like, you know, it's not like one of these things where you can only do a handful of things with them. The Alexa works very well in Ireland.
It does, yeah. And like, if there's anything on the store that you can't get from the UK, you can just use Parcel Motel.
Yeah, so which we have a write up on Goosed.ie if someone wants to go and have a look at it.
Shameless plug.
Shameless, almost shameless.
So like there'll be other discounts obviously, but what they're doing this year, which is a bit new, they're doing a thing called Prime Day launches. So like in the past it's just been sale only, kind of like a Cyber Monday, Black Friday sale. It's like, here's all of our shit that's at discount, but obviously we're prioritizing our own brand, giving better percentages off there. This year they're doing new launches, so like the Eufy Robovacs, there's the new model of those. That's
the what?
The robotic vacuums.
Oh yeah, the Roombas, is that what it's called?
Roomba is just one of the brands, yeah. So the Eufy or the Eufy I'm going with Eufy. The other one. Yeah. There's a new launch for that. Yeah. You have a couple of speakers and you've got what's called the Anchor Wakey alarm clock, which is basically an alarm clock from the guys at Anchor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is there any prices there? Are they giving any prices?
Well, that's at £100. That's at £100, and like because that's going to be a launch, you might get a couple quid off it, or it might just be a case of it's that pre-order now. Yeah. For the day. But
one I would definitely recommend is the Roomba, because my mother got a lend one off her friend the other day, and they're class. They're class, like, honestly.
And you have to name it.
They work so well.
Like Martin's named his Tilly.
Yeah, you would definitely have to name it. Yeah, have to.
What would you call yours?
Like Wall-E or something like that, maybe.
You'd go with Wall-E.
Yeah, I like Wall-E. It's one of my favourite Pixar movies, and
it is a great movie.
It's got a good personality.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm looking at the back there. It's $269 sterling.
How much? 269 sterling.
Yeah.
So if that's
For the
gonna
sake of
get,
not
like,
having to hoover, like,
yeah, if that's getting 10 or 15% off, like you're talking €40, €50 savings, like so. Yeah, no, that's definitely it is like it's a lot of money, but I mean, like, what are people paying for Dysons these days?
Mm.
Do you know, like they're more like than that. So, you'd have that for years. No,
Yeah.
I would definitely.
And the last thing then, just on Prime, do you know you could? There's this thing that you can do. You can add another person and 4 kids onto your like Prime membership, so you can have like Prime household.
Oh, you mean Prime Video or
No,
the Prime?
for like Joe, have an Amazon Prime, so you obviously get quicker deliveries and just priority, blah blah blahs and all that. Who has you? I can share. I can give you like a sub access to the account, kind of like basically, add me, add you, add the little kiddies, up to 3 of them, and everybody can shop on Amazon because Amazon just wants to take over the world.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Well, Jeff Bezos was.
Same thing.
Yeah, Jeff is Amazon. Yeah, but like I don't know how quick the delivery times are going to be though, because I read during the week that apparently a lot of warehouse workers, I think, they're striking on Amazon Day because obviously you know the drama that John Oliver did a video there last week on basically the warehouses in Amazon, and like the employees are treated pretty poorly. He put up the minimum wage inside in Amazon there a few months ago to $15 or something like that, which is I don't really know about America, like, but like that seems fairly decent, like $15 an hour. But like there's a lot of work, like the warehouse workers in there say they come out after and they've walked 12 to 15 miles a day, like they are worked to the core. So they say a lot of the conditions that they work in there, like bathroom breaks, like are limited to your break or your lunch, because if you're on one side of the warehouse, the toilet and toilet's at the other, you could literally be 20 minutes like between going to the toilet and getting back to your
Are they not
stuff.
Is there an element of this is a temporary thing, because especially with Amazon that's going to be moved 100% to a robotic system?
Yeah, no, I definitely. But I don't know. They should be able to like even figure out some kind of system with getting their employees segways or something. I know that obviously like moving a trolley while on a Segway.
Well, health and safety would just be like absolutely fucking not.
That too. But even like lifting boxes and stuff, like people have said that they've like gotten back problems from working there from lifting stuff, so they already have health and safety issues. Do you know?
But we all just like buying our stuff. Like people don't care. Like you can talk about them being the problem, but like if you want to go deeper, if we're gonna. You're talking about the child labour. You're talking about sweatshops.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm just talking about Amazon Prime Day and the workers.
It's just consumerism. There's an element of it's just consumerism.
Yeah,
but like in the grand scheme of things, as far as people who are mistreated in that realm, they're not too bad. €15 an hour. Yeah, they worked hard.
Yeah,
and yeah,
I suppose we don't actually. We have no warehouses in Ireland, so we can't really even talk to somebody about.
I suppose
we're only really getting the bad bits of it, basically.
Yeah.
Like there are, I was reading a few comments online from other employees who worked in the warehouses, and they're like, "It's grand." It's not. None of them are like, "I love my job," but there's other people that are like, "It's a grand job." It's fine, whatever.
Like the closest we have in Ireland is probably Argos.
Yeah. So and even the Argos shops are small, like it's not major. But so anyway, at Prime Day, if you find that your delivery is a bit later than you expected, it's because they might be going on strike. But I don't think it'll be a massive delay, to be honest. I
can't imagine so. Like one factory is going to go on strike, they're going to turn around to the other one going, right, you're going to have to do an extra 10% today, and this divided across 4 or 5 other warehouses until it's not going to be a problem.
So when is Prime Day? What date?
June 15th.
June 15th. No, so
wait, can I say that?
Last month was June. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, July 15th.
July 15th. So.
And I even said that in such like a confident way, and I was so wrong. I'm
Sunday,
actually double checking it now. Yeah, Monday, June again. Monday, July 15th.
So that's. Oh yeah, sorry, I was thinking that's not Friday or Black Friday, but that's Sunday, is it?
Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, so
48 hours.
Prime Day, 48 hours.
Buy all of the things.
Yeah, start adding stuff to your baskets now, people.
For a man who 10 minutes ago was saying fuck online shopping and I'll only go to
fill
your baskets now.
Some listeners I buy stuff off. I've bought the odd thing off of Amazon. I haven't actually used it that much, to be honest. I've used it for like the odd book here and there that I can't get in a bookshop, but I can't really think of the most recent thing I've bought off of Amazon. Do you use Amazon much?
I don't really buy a whole lot of things
Online?
No, I just don't buy a whole lot of things. I eat a lot. Look at me.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I honestly don't buy a lot of things either.
The most like I haven't bought anything off Amazon recently, but I did buy a pair of soccer boots off. Doesn't matter.
JD Sports or something.
Whatever. Sports Direct. Probably Sports Direct.
Mm-hmm.
Which is handy.
Yeah.
But again, this is going to be a nice segue into the whole what's happening in the future, because my biggest problem with buying, especially boots online, is and especially anybody who's played sports and know this, you kind of need to try on the boot before you buy it.
You should have went into a shop.
Let me get there. I know a lot of people who will still go into a shop to try on the boot first, because you have some obviously that feel narrower, some with higher, like a higher bit here, nicer on the heel, whatever. So I know a load of people who still go into a shop, try them on, and then they go buy them cheaper online. And like, we're actually getting to a point where things like augmented reality are becoming a reality to kind of help with that. Because like right now you have the likes of IKEA Place, so just an app for IKEA. You can click the furniture and check it out, what it looks like in your room.
Yeah,
before you buy it. It's essentially
cool. It's
like
cool app.
It's a glorified Snapchat filter, Joe.
Yeah.
To give it into, which is a terrible way to describe AR, but
yeah. Fucking Snapchat is now the staple of AR.
I know.
No, I've
Dog
seen
filter.
That. It's fairly handy.
Woo.
I've seen that app. It's pretty cool. It's pretty handy.
Yeah.
But I suppose maybe in a few years I might have more use for it when I have my own place. But
that's just one example. Like, you obviously have Amber Eyewear. Like, that was really cool, because when I was buying the glasses, I'd never bought glasses before. I'd never worn glasses before. So how the hell do you know what they're going to look like on you? Like, on their app, they had a very simple, very, very simple, essentially, filter. Select the glasses, and you could see what they looked like on you before you bought them.
Yeah.
Which is fair handy, because I got the glasses, and they make me look super spiffy. A lot fancier than I usually look, because let's be real, it's not a thing. But like, and again, the joys of being online, promo codes. You're not going running around with a bag of vouchers. So like, if you're looking at like Amber Eyewear, just you go onto our website. There's a 10% discount link in. Through you go. Another shameless plug.
Yeah, that's one thing I suppose about. Well, in my own experience, I never keep vouchers. Anytime I go into Boots, they give me a voucher, and I throw it in the bin. I'm sure I could probably
give it to someone.
Or use it even next time I go in there, but it just goes in the bin. It's just paper. I correlate it with a receipt, and I throw receipts in the bin. Really shouldn't do that either, but
no.
Another example online. If I throw my receipt in the bin as soon as I leave a shop, which I do 90% of the time, that's it. I can't return it. Online, you've got the receipt forever you have it in your history and the email
in your checkout, and in your email.
So yeah, they definitely do both have their pros and cons.
Yeah,
definitely.
But AR is moving.
But as well, like going into a shop, I mean, like so people just like the experience of going out shopping. It gives you something to do. Going into town, the hustle and bustle of
go for a run,
busy city or whatever. Some people don't fucking run. Some people
go dance, go eat food.
Yeah, eating food is good.
Although, do you know what? We're getting to a world where you're never going to have to leave the house.
Yeah,
because like, as I said with the AR thing, it's actually going further than that again, because you will be able to do things like virtually try on your boots, and it's not there yet, but I reckon you're going to be able to do real-time clothes fitting. So if you're saying I'm a medium and you want to try on the medium shirt, it'll very realistically show you that you're goddamn not a medium. Or the other way around.
I'd say that's very close.
I don't think it's that far off.
Next 12 months, like,
there's a friend of mine in Limerick who's actually making something to do with fashion, and that is all they would be willing to fucking tell me. It's AR, it has to do with fashion, and they will tell me more basically when I bring them in here to talk to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's something to do with what we're talking about.
It's AR for buying, fashion stuff.
Yeah.
And jewelry.
Basically like an artificial.
I don't know how far to that level it is. But again, anything that's moving that that conversation further, I'm all on board for, because online's biggest problem, as you've mentioned more than once already, is the returns.
Yeah.
More often than not, it's actually down to the inconvenience, because the whole point of shopping online is the convenience, and how much money is it costing these companies in couriers for returns every year. So it's in everybody's best interest to improve that process.
Yeah.
So how do you improve the process? You allow people to virtually try things on.
Yeah.
So I really don't think we're going to be that far away from
I'm surprised it hasn't been done already, to be honest. Like, I mean, I know that AR is... I wouldn't say it's relatively new. I think that it's
make an AR mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
That can shop online.
Yeah, an AR mirror.
I'm actually... And if anybody wants to go and do that, by all means do. Big ass mirror, linked to the internet somehow. Try on the clothes, like, and do your own little fashion show.
All you really have to do is, like, I mean,
and if
you have a mirror, if you have a mirror in your room or something like that, or somewhere there's a full size mirror, all you have to do is really select clothes that you want to try on, your sizes or whatever, and just hold up your phone in front of the mirror, and then the clothes are just on you. So you have your own real mirror, or else you can just take a full body selfie, upload it to the site, and select the clothes, and it'll give you a realistic
shaping.
Yeah. So like if I order like extra large, like it'll be like hanging off of me, or like if someone is
an extra small, it'd be like a little boob tube.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they would have to be.
It's like will not get overhead.
But the thing is, like, the companies would really have to be like, they'd have to be very honest in their depictions of like how the clothes look on you, because you will definitely have some people.
Realistically, that I don't think so, because once you have, if you all you're doing there is measurements, because what you'd be wanting to bring it to is a point where you're taking someone's rough measurements based on the photograph and matching it with the measurements of the clothing item.
But what I'm saying is that
that's all that needs to be able to achieve.
But what I'm saying is that some people, and there are the people out there, snowflakes as we like to call them, who will think that they're medium or small, and they'll get the whole virtual thing and it'll look really tight on them, and
then when they buy it but when they buy it in reality, it's going to do the same thing, and they're just going to have to return it. At that point in time, if you want to order it anyway, fire ahead, that's on you. But the whole purpose of that is that the whole purpose of bringing the technology to that level would be to the majority of returns would stop. So the brands online selling stuff are going to save a fortune. Customers have a more convenient life, and it's another kick in the gee for the high street.
Especially when I think that technology is definitely about 12 years or 12 months down the line. They probably are already working on it. Like, we think we're innovative here, like, but they're probably like, lads, we're way ahead of the game. We've been working on this.
What you're talking about, lads? Like, well, come on, we're releasing that, and we have A, B, C, and D ready to go down. But you know what? Interestingly enough, there are other tech companies that are trying to bring the power back to the high street. So I don't know if you've seen Pointy.
No, haven't heard of
Pointy's cool. So at the Dublin Tech Summit, not this year, last year gone. This is one of the crowds that myself and Martin bumped into. Essentially, a lot of the one-man band shops, so like your family retail outlets in the city centres or whatever, they can buy this unit that attaches to their till system, and essentially puts their in some cases they might have to manually upload their stock if it's not already through an electronic system, and in others it'll just help pull it online. And then if you're searching for anything in particular, so if I put into the thing I'm looking for wine or a particular wine, it'll tell me where in my near area it is. So it'll tell you what shop, if you're looking for something particular, what shop, where it is, and it'll give you directions.
So where would these just be basically in, like, say, like Crescent Shopping Centre, or just be in the middle of the shopping centre? Like,
no, it would be, so if you were to go into, like, we'll say if you were to go into the city centre and you were to take the likes of, I don't know, J.H. Irwin's, Guineas, you know, the likes of, I don't know, name any of the old shops that were up and down the roads.
Guineas, like, something like that.
Essentially, they just put that thing up on the till. Their stock's online, and if I'm looking for anything particular, you can get it there.
But
the times that they're open, and then give you directions to go there.
Oh yeah, so what I'm
So
saying,
that
like,
their
what,
whole point is to try to get the businesses that are
oh
struggling.
sorry, so they'll actually have a little, this pointy will have a little kiosk themselves somewhere, like,
no,
in,
they attach. They basically. So what happens is I own my shop.
yeah,
I don't have an online presence.
yeah,
I don't know how to do it. I don't know where to do it.
yeah,
This is a business that's been in the family 30 goddamn years, and we have never even thought of it.
mm-hmm.
But over the last couple of years, shit's hit the fan
Mm-hmm.
because online.
Yeah.
So how I need to get online.
Okay.
How am I going to fucking do it? Or if I don't really want to fully go online because I don't have the facility to be able to just be picking up orders all day and boxing them, pointy, put this thing on my till, into my till system, my stock's online. If anybody's looking for something, it'll tell them I'm here and I have that. So they
But
can
if
come
it's,
to me.
oh sorry, yeah, no.
So it's for the retailer.
Yeah, yeah.
But the customer is able to find
I thought like that.
what
It
they
was
want.
literally physically someone would go up to the till, and the system would be there, and I was like, why don't they just ask the person standing in
Yeah,
front
no,
of them?
no.
No,
So
I
on
get
your
what
phone,
you're saying,
you
yeah.
download the app on your phone.
Yeah,
If I'm looking
That's
for something in
clever.
particular, it'll just show me where to go,
yeah,
all the information I need, and off I pop.
yeah. No, that's
And we
clever,
were
like
dicking
that.
around with it in Dublin, and it's
Mhm.
really good. And it's starting to come down to Limerick as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Speaking of a feature very similar to that, it's a feature that I completely forgot that I had on my phone, but I accidentally discovered it just when I was playing with my phone the other day. But it's the Huawei P30 Pro. We're all big fans of it here at
and they're not
Goosed.
banned by
um.
they're not banned by out of the States anymore.
No, they're
By
not.
the way, and if you do want to know what's going on there, our last episode is a fairly decent breakdown on
Mm-hmm.
everything Huawei versus the States and El Googly.
But what I was saying was anyway. So I got my Huawei back in front of me here. So if you see anything, if you see like a red dress, or if you see a pair of soccer boots or a jersey, or what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at a smartphone.
Bag of dildos.
Bag of dildos, you literally could. I'm gonna hold 2 fingers on my phone. It's now basically doing something, and I am just after getting basically a list of items and similar items on my phone, and it also tells me the prices and what websites that I can buy it on. So if you have a Huawei P30 Pro, use this feature because it is freaking awesome.
What is it called?
Uh,
Where is it?
VoiceSense is called
Okay.
on the phone. VoiceSense. It's not an app that you go into. It's literally, you could be on anything. I'm on Instagram right now. I could be looking at a picture of you, and
Okay,
I could be like,
okay,
I
no,
really
right.
like John's
I'm
t-shirt.
coming around and I'm going to record you doing this, right?
Yeah, do that actually.
So you just keep talking. I'm getting up and coming around.
John, I'm gonna get up a picture of you, okay? Just to show, because it doesn't have to be like. So I got John Harrison here. I have a picture of him here. He's wearing a pair of earphones. Actually, no. He's after taking a picture of his Amazon. What's that called? The Echo Spot. I'm gonna hold 2 fingers on it. It's now doing some little bubbly thing. And it's basically after picking up your counter, so I'm just gonna adjust it slightly here.
Yeah, we get
You get the point. Anyway, yeah, it'll basically bring up the Echo Spot. It'll give me different websites I can buy it on, different prices that it is. You can even do it if you see fucking someone with like a bottle of beer.
I have to get back in and maneuver my mics and stuff.
Yeah, but it's a very handy feature, and it'll actually save you a lot of time in your online shopping because you don't have to go putting in the details or anything like that. It just gets it up for you itself. But yeah, anyway, that kind of definitely comes into like virtual shopping and that kind of thing as well, because it's making the whole process of shopping a lot quicker and more streamlined in terms of
but again,
buying
this
online.
is just another thing that makes online so much more attractive. It's just
Yeah.
so easy. Actually, just because I had to get up and stuff. Pat, our producer, want to say hello?
P. Diddy.
Hey guys, well, I don't have a mic.
Oh
He
yeah,
says
come around.
hey. He doesn't have a mic, so he says hey.
Hello.
Pat, online shopping or in-store shopping? Which would you go with?
I tend to go in store to try shit on and then buy it online, almost every time.
Really?
Except not with like clothes. With stuff, with like clothes, I'll buy when I'm in store because I can see that it fits me. And this, like you're saying, your girl doesn't return shit for that reason.
Yeah.
I just don't even buy stuff online for that reason. But anything that isn't clothes, I'll buy online.
Okay, so yeah, you'll buy clothes online. But like, yeah, I mean, Yeah, I get you. I buy a lot of clothes online as well, but I just think that like in terms of hassle and all that, like clothes can definitely cause you the most hassle in terms of sizes and all that. Like if you buy an Amazon Echo Spot or something like that, you know what you're getting. You know, like you don't need a certain size. You don't like you read what you're getting online, and you get those features with it. But clothes, shoes, soccer boots, maybe glasses. I don't know. Those kind of things can be very touch and go when you're shopping. Well, maybe 75% of the time you're going to get what you want, but the other 25% is going to cost you money.
Yeah, totally.
Do you know?
Totally agree.
Yeah. No. So
I'll hand you back to John.
yeah,
So that's Pat.
it's PD. That's our producer. He has a voice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, like, and like as you were saying, like the point you're making is fair. So the likes of clothes, is tricky, but it is constantly getting better. The convenience factor is already there, and if AR and VR can kind of help with that, which they both will be used down the line and probably in the near future, it's just going to keep moving that direction as far as I'm concerned. And delivery is going to get easier. You've obviously seen the drone delivery service that's coming to Dublin.
What? Yeah, explain that. Who's doing that? What company?
Okay, it's food, but like food is a great place to start. I mean, we're all used to getting food online, Just Eat, Bamboo, Deliveroo, Uber Eats. The list goes on. Wow, there's actually a lot of food eating. Do people really not like cooking that much anymore? That's a lot.
Marvin.
Anyway,
It's another one.
which?
Marvin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Why is there so many? Why do people keep making these companies? They all do the same thing. Anyway.
Like last year, Unpost actually delivered a package out to an island off Mayo with a drone.
How far was the island?
I don't know. It's
But like
off the
that's
coast
like,
of Mayo.
Yeah, well, that's a far distance for a drone to go. Like.
Not really.
Well, what's the fucking distances that drones can
Anyway,
go?
let me get to this whole
Anyway,
point.
go on. Jesus.
So you have it's two companies. So you have Flipdish and Mana Aero, and they're actually from Dublin, based in Dublin, all that jazz. And it's drone delivery dinners. Triple D's. Nice, I actually like that. Anyway, so what happens is, so as usual, just order your food. Go onto your Apache Pizza, order your food, blah blah blah. And they'll have this little hub sitting outside the restaurant, box, whatever. They go out, clip your food onto it. Drone fucks off up into the air, 100 to 300 feet up, so gets up nice out of the way. Flies to where you are. Fairly quick delivery, like you're looking at 80 kilometers an hour at that height. So, and especially in somewhere like Dublin, that's massively reducing delivery times because you're taking traffic out. There's a nice speed there, and obviously just the whole whoosh factor. And it'll just, using the GPS and all that other technology straight up over your house, you get the notification. So it'll just stay up there having away. You get the notification that your food's delivered. Go out, look up, and go, hey, yeah, there it is. And the food gets lowered, and the box of food gets lowered down on a biodegradable string. Pisses off back to the base, goes back down, and repeats the process. And that is it.
I think that
that is fucking awesome.
If the Irish government didn't get involved and started fucking, because they probably will get involved and start making a lot of laws against drones, because like governments hate drones. But if they
these guys have already thought of that. Because Martin actually had the exact same thought when I talked to him about this, right?
Yeah.
So you can't just buy, like, it's a very particular type of drone. I can't just go into Harvey Norman's or whatever and buy a drone and go, I'm starting a food delivery service.
Yeah.
It can't. So there's very particular, it's a particular type of drone. It's already, you already have like Google that are getting involved with their own kind of version of it, but it's a very, very particular product, and it's already licensed with the Irish Aviation Authority and the European Union for aviation safety.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
They're already.
So, and I take it there's no one controlling the drone. The drone is basically able to pick up like where it's going, and it can fly itself.
Address goes in, GPS, whoosh.
That's awesome. I like that. Because
the big problem with delivery drivers is they have your address, and they still don't use the maps.
I'd love
They
to
just
see
drive
that go
there.
mainstream.
And then you get a phone call going, hello, I'm outside with your food. You look outside. No, you're fucking not. You're a block away.
Joe, that would actually be very handy for as well. And I know because you suffer from this, and I suffer from this. Apartment buildings.
Oh man, I'm on a third floor. I've been talking about getting a basket for years.
Yeah, apartment
I want a
buildings,
basket
man.
on a string, just
Like,
wheel it down the windy and
when
go
you're
to your
just
man.
lazy in bed and you just want it delivered to your door. It's like, no, people living in apartment buildings, it's not as easy. You have to go down and fucking get it, like, and it's a pain. It is a
like
pain.
my thing. I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6 sets of stairs down to go and get the food. This is why I'm talking about my basket on a string.
Yeah, no, that would actually be ideal if they could like. It'd be fairly easy to get around. But yeah, no, that would be definitely ideal. I'd love to see that take off and go mainstream. I would love it. I think it would
like
be
there's
brilliant.
still areas to be considered, and what's happening is because they're launching in Dublin, they're not going to be immediately delivering around high pressure areas in the city centre. So like where the high rise buildings are just for safety concerns, just straight out the box. And I can imagine you're going to have young fellas baiting hurls off or seeing if they can bait a hurl off it. Like, can you get it? Oh yeah,
definitely.
Let's call a spade here, but like, once they get around those couple of bits and pieces, how cool is it going to be? Just you look up in the sky and you just see.
Now the one thing, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, I don't think. But the one thing about that is that obviously it will cost jobs for delivery guys, but at the same time, the to Deliveroo and all of them do screw their delivery drivers in what they're paying them anyway. So it's a bad thing in the sense that like students, like a lot of students would use that service site to make a few quid, like an extra few quid. But at the same time, it would stop. Yeah, like I said, like kind of like not corruption. What's the word I'm looking for? Just basically like screwing, taking advantage of people like who are
taking
looking
advantage
for a
of the
bit of money.
drivers. You have poor service and something.
But it won't take over 100% anyway.
Some of the apps, like the likes of Just Eat, their service is shit anyway. Because it's taking you up an hour and a half just to get a
it is a joke. It is actually a joke.
So like and we've had a good rant about food apps before in the first rendition of the whole podcast thing. So like. And also
but like realistically,
how is the food going to get cold when it's traveling to you at that speed? Because that box that it's in is going to be like
they'll
nice.
have it sorted out that like it's like a steel box probably, like that is probably.
I wouldn't say that, no, because like there does seem to be a level of decency about them in the sense that they're obviously electric. They'll
probably have little fucking like heaters in it.
But the string that's dropping it down is biodegradable as well, so they're probably going to have something.
But why is that biodegradable? Why would you not bring the string back up?
Just good to have.
But would it not be fucking make more sense to like drop it on a hook, you take your food and it brings the string back up?
Oh my god, it doesn't matter.
Well, it just doesn't make sense. Why is it?
Why not?
Because there's no need to.
What do you want them to do with aluminium mesh and just spin the thing down on that? Something that's good enough that I can.
The string that is coming down that is connecting your food to the drone.
You just pop it off and fuck off. Job done.
But I'm saying, why isn't there just a hook that you lift your food off of and then the string goes back up into the drone?
How many people are going to... Also, how many people are just going to rip that?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Checkmate, bitch.
Yeah, no, I get why they're doing it now. No, but even when this does go mainstream, like it'll still probably only contribute to 5% of deliveries, but it's still pretty cool.
No, even then, when you get outside of Dublin, like your old gaff,
out the country,
how hard? Like how hard is painful. It was a nightmare for you to just order food because you were limited.
I couldn't actually get food delivered. Like,
so drone delivery, whoosh, up into the sky, 80 kilometers an hour, bish bash bash. How quick is that food to you? So smaller local businesses can actually increase their range, and thus create jobs on site.
I'd say it'd be expensive though. How much does it have any kind of like prices to what? Because like proper good drones cost thousands. Like
that's not an us problem. That's a them problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I can't imagine the delivery charge is going to be that much different to what you're paying now. It'll probably be less.
Well, you're not paying a driver, like, so it should be less. You're not paying for petrol. Do you know, all I have to do is charge up the drone.
Yeah,
and like that's going to cost minimal in electricity, like,
yeah.
Do you know.
Probably just the.
But you know what? Why would you get rid of a delivery charge? Do you know, people are still going to pay it anyway. Like,
yeah, for the convenience.
Yeah, convenience
the
charge, or
profit
something like that.
margin
or
then
a drone
increases.
charge. That's what they call it, a
Yeah.
drone charge or something like that.
Still
'cause they're getting
delivery
it through
charge.
quicker.
It's just the process.
Yeah,
But like you're going to have, and as that technology gets better and the range gets better, you will see the likes of Amazon picking that up.
yeah.
You will see the likes of Tesco's and bigger retailers picking that kind of stuff up.
Yeah.
The sky's just going to become full of little buzzing bees.
But speaking of automated delivery, like where was that? Tesla. They're after
Mhm.
developing like self-driving delivery trucks, like, you know.
Yep. You've also got the pizza truck or the pizza wagon or whatever.
Is that Tesla as well?
No, it's just a little thing. It looks like a little vending machine kind of like thing. But it delivers your pizza. It's just like a driverless car, but it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like a car. It's like a shelf. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
even describe it. It's literally just this little thing. You go
Mm.
press the button, you get your pizza box. Up, beep, up.
That's weird.
There's
like a
pizza
little
vending
thing.
machines, man. They exist.
It's like a little mailbox that just delivers your pizza, literally.
Literally.
Yeah, but yeah, I can see as well, like a lot of companies will be going to. It'll probably be more for like freight driving, like I said, like the Tesla truck.
Yeah, long distance hauls.
Long distance
the
hauls,
self-driverless
yeah.
cars. So that's now we're even getting into the back end side of things.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
so when you buy something online,
Mm.
your delivery is going to be quicker and therefore cheaper because driverless electric car,
but the
drone system. You're going to take out a lot of the problem with couriers because it's going to be just as easy to do it directly themselves.
But the thing that the reason now that why we actually started this podcast is automation costing jobs. Before I came in here, I did a small bit of research, and in an article that was only written back in February, they reckon that automation in industries costs in Ireland 2 out of 5 jobs. Now that's 40% of jobs that are going to be taken over by automation, Joe. So as cool as all of this stuff is, and as impressive as like efficient that it is, it's still costing people their jobs, you know. Like, and people need money, like jobs to survive. So I mean, like, it's not all, you know, fucking roses and whatever, like, you know.
No.
Those kind of jobs
At the
are
same
in like we've already seen it, like the Tesco.
Yeah, but at the
It'll
same
be
stage, my counter argument would be, because you need to have a counter argument in this situation. There was a point in time where we needed guys to ride the horses so that people could get around the place. The format of the job will change. We'll find other things for people to do.
yeah, I mean, I still think there'll be less jobs
there's-
though.
there
Like if
won't
you
be,
like
but-
if like you can either have like a till where you can serve 3
This is
people
how
at
the-
once, or
but
else
this
you
is
can
how
just
the
get
whole
6
cycle of-
kiosks.
But this
and
is
so-
why, as a society or whatever, you know, things get faster, things move forward. You know, people will the same way. Limerick has probably the best startup culture outside of Dublin,
Mm.
and a lot of that is due to how many people lost their jobs during the recession. You had to, you know, a lot of people went and figured out another way of doing things. So you go and try do something better, do something different, do something yourself.
Mhm.
So what you're going to have in the future, because of all this big business, is you're probably going to have hundreds of more little companies, just smaller 1-2 man operations that are done digitally, that are doing something online. So you're not going to. So
Or you'll just have a fuckload of cafes and phone repair shops,
you could,
which we already have.
but like, you know, this is just.
Yeah, I know.
I
I,
know
get
what
what you're
you-
saying.
I-
That like
I get what
society
you're-
has to, like, you know,
I
like
get what you're saying as well, like, because there's this whole argument that was in the States of that, you know, learn to code. It's like, we're losing our jobs. Learn to code, man. Because that's where all the jobs are going. I get what you're saying. That's bullshit. You know, people are, you know, there is going to be a knock-on effect. It's not going to be all, you know,
like those
sunshine
simple
and
jobs
rainbows.
like that. Like a lot of people, like, you know, especially like
men.
older people, like working behind the till. Like, you know, those are easy jobs that don't like that. Like, what's the way I'm trying to say? Like, they're the kind of jobs that are easily replaced by technology, but they're also handy jobs for people who mightn't be very well skilled
See, I
or
don't-
educated to be able to make a living as well, do you know? And like, if those are being replaced, it's
I don't
not
think
a case
retail's
of like,
necessarily too damaged, will be too damaged, because there's always that customer service level that you're not going to get from a machine. So that's
Yeah.
fine. But I think the back end jobs, the likes of, as we said, the delivery side of things, the delivery side of things, yeah, from long haul trucking to, Joe, the drones taking over from short distance from drivers. So there is going to be some kind of layover, but at the end of the day, throughout the years, as technology has evolved and as jobs have been lost, like there was a period, you know, when the first car was made, there was no automated
finds a way.
manufacturing.
As Jeff Goldblum was a life finds a way.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. I'm not
and-
worried. I can't wait.
Bring it on, drones. Yeah,
Right,
so
do you want to try, like, will we try and put this into a bit of, like, summary, like in a neat little package, like a delivery package as such, and then we...
a TLDR, if you will.
Hell no.
It's basically, what's TL? Too lazy didn't read, so it's like a big long wall of text, and
Yeah.
people would do a TLDR. It's just a little snippet. So
Whatever.
a TLDR of basically the past 50 minutes of what you've heard.
Shit talk.
Shit talk, exactly.
We're done. Let's go.
Yeah, if you made it this far, you're the fools. No, I'm joking. Okay, so online shopping versus offline shopping, it really depends yourself. In certain areas, online is better. In other areas, like, it's better to go into the shop. Depends on the person themselves as well. Personally, I prefer going into the shop. John, you obviously prefer online. We heard Patrick, most of his stuff that he'll do online. Drone delivery, food delivery,
Fucking awesome.
and it'll probably end up, I mean, like, if I decide to, like, say I can go on Shoes website and I could say, yeah, I want to order these shoes. Do I want them delivered to you, or do you want to select the shop and collect them later? It'll be that kind of thing. Okay,
Yeah,
I want to collect them from this
deliver,
shop. They can stick it on a drone and deliver to my house right there and then. So it'll probably expand from food into other industries as well, like that, like shops, local shops delivering stuff. Few years down the line, of course, but it'll get there. What else? What else is there?
Yeah, like, I get you have a good point. But while right now the high street isn't dead, it's probably on its
So
ass.
we've seen some streets inside in fucking Limerick. It seems like once a month there's another retailer closing down. Do you know?
There's always
Unless you're a high end company like to River Island, who have like a massive like presence, like, you're not going to last
the
very
game
long.
is changing, and it is going online. And as the
We've seen the
technology
likes of
keeps getting
Extra
better,
Vision, HMV, Toys R Us. Somehow Golden Discs have a shop inside Limerick. I don't know how. People are going back to buying records and stuff. But yeah, like, unless you've got a massive presence, you either gotta start getting with the technology side of things, or
even
else
those
you gotta,
bigger companies got to get with it, or they're dead as well.
yeah.
So, like, at the end of the day, that while it's not gone fully digital yet, it will be, and especially as
I don't think it'll ever go fully
as
digital.
when AR gets its shit together, when VR gets its shit together, we're not far off from not requiring shops.
Currently,
we're
we're
going
at
to get the Amazon shops. The
Currently,
likes of the Amazon shop, where
Yeah.
I can't believe we didn't talk about them in more detail. Where you literally walk in, there's no checkout, there's nothing. You go pick up your stuff, walk out, and as you walk out, it gets charged.
yeah.
That's where the future of what retail shops are going to be.
Yeah, true, yeah.
So
And what if it's like, at the moment I think we're at about 50-50 in terms of how people buy, like how much people buy online and how much they buy in store. And going forward it's only going to be more online and less in store. But I don't think it'll ever get to the point where there'll always be retail shops around. There'll just be a small amount of them.
they're just going to be different.
Yeah, they might work differently, like you just said there. Like, you can't have cities without shops. Like, that's what cities are. You can't just have cities of fucking concrete office blocks. Like, you know, like, cities need, there'll always be cafes and stuff like that, and you'll always have restaurants, obviously. Like, but cities need shops. They need retail. You know, like, to just have some kind of
You're just going
personality
to get
about
back
them.
to market
No,
style stuff. I'd say.
just have some kind of personality about
Yeah,
them. like, you know.
markets.
Yeah, markets as well.
Right.
Yeah. No, I agree.
No
but
problem.
like, I don't think retail will die, but
It won't.
it'll definitely get to. I think we'll probably get to 80% online, 20% retail. It may be about 30 years when our parents' generation has passed on, and we have our own kids who have grown up in an age of technology. That's when it'll get to probably the 80-20 mark.
Yeah.
And
I
we
can
might
see.
find it.
I can genuinely see like 1990 to like.
It'll be like the Fifth
Whatever.
Element or something like that, you know,
N-
or
like
Spy
1990
Kids.
to
Do you remember?
2040 be going down as the technological revolution.
Oh, we're in the middle of it right now, man. It's cool. I'm
It'll be in
enjoying
the
it.
history books. It'll be like Renaissance, the technical, the industrial revolution, the technological revolution. And I'm after making
People will be
balls
doing
of that.
their leaving cert on the startup of Goosed.ie. Yeah, doing a project on it. History project.
Oh yeah.
On Goosed.ie.
All right. And on that note,
And
do
on
you
that
want
note.
to see at home?
Okay, so if you want to visit our website, we are on Goosed.ie. That is Goosed.ie. You can read up on loads of articles. You can read up about Prime Day, about
Prime
what's
Day.
coming over the next few days. Get loads of deals. We also have a discount code for Amber Eyewear there as well. Online, you can get 10% off, isn't it?
10% off
Yeah,
there.
myself and John have gotten them. They're pretty good. If you don't like that blue
the
light.
Edgar David style glasses.
Yeah, you if you're sitting in front of a computer all day or just staring at your phone all day, it's really bad for your eyes. Pick up a pair. They're reasonably priced and they are pretty stylish as well.
Yeah, I think with my discount code and stuff, I got mine for 45.
Yeah.
And 15% off for Film Smart.
We're also on 15% off of Film Smart. Yeah, have a look at that as well. We're also on or Instagram on
Goosed_IE, on Twitter Goosed_IE, on Facebook as just Goosed.ie. Basically, find the goose.
Exactly. Yeah, Goosed, and you'll find us.
Yeah.
On that note, we wrap it up.
Yep.
Cheers,
See you in
Johnny.
a while, buddy. See you in a while.